Are we good?
We're good. We're going.
Okay.
What's going on? Episode 2, Jeebers Podcast.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
Ethan.
I'm Max.
Cole.
Alrighty, so Ethan's pulling up a tweet right now. Today is October 3rd, and Wednesday. Today was they had the presidential alert. Ethan's freaking out. So he's pulling up a tweet. The presidential alert went out today during school. It was like at 1:18 or something.
What was it, just a test or something?
Yeah, I think, I don't know. It was just a test to see, like, how many phones they reach and stuff. A lot of kids were freaking out in classes. They're just like, alright, guys, this is exactly how the purges start setting up. They first get contact through everything.
I heard someone make that comment.
You guys did too?
Yeah, well, I was at lunch.
I can't find it, but I saw this tweet. I thought it was pretty funny. It said, this little alert accesses your like IR99 chip or some stuff like that in your phone, and accesses your microphone and your camera and whole 9 yards. And he says, and at the end of the tweet, he just said, "Wake up, America." So I can't find it, but I thought it was pretty funny. Some of those conspiracy theorists. So.
Yeah, I'm looking at some news from recently. Have you guys looked at any stuff from the Kavanaugh?
No.
Is that rape thing?
No, I don't know.
Yeah.
Sexual assault allegations. I don't know.
I don't know a lot about it.
Yeah, I don't know enough
Enlighten
about
us.
it.
I don't know if I should comment on it.
Well, no,
but
just go and
all the
tell us what it's about.
All the like the John Oliver and the SNL skits from it are funny as hell. They're like they're just commenting like he's like an alcoholic, and they're just commenting on that. I don't know. It's funny.
What is it? What's the whole situation with that?
This woman.
It's a Supreme Court nominee, right?
Yeah, I don't know the girl's name, but this woman came out and said that Kavanaugh, the Supreme Court, the next Supreme Court person they put
nominee.
Up, yeah, the nominee.
Right.
Raped her in high school, and then there's just been a lot of. She seemed very credible from her testimony. She seemed very sincere, and then from his testimony, it was basically just anger throughout the entire thing and very combative.
I saw a snippet of his testimony.
I've seen some memes over.
Yeah,
I've
seen
a lot of memes.
I saw the part where he said, "I've never had sex, and I'm very proud of that." Or throughout my entire high school career, I never had sex, and I'm very proud of that.
Really?
Yeah, and I thought that was funny. But rape isn't funny.
No, yeah.
And neither is sexual assault. Let's just get that out the way.
Yep. You definitely should.
And you're laughing. And you're laughing.
He definitely shouldn't make unnecessary jokes about that kind of stuff. But
that happened with someone else, another Supreme Court justice nominee. He was.
Really?
Yeah. Remember Mitchell Lathrop telling us about it?
Oh, yes. Oh, is that when he was in the video?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Who was that?
I don't know. That would take some digging.
Yeah, it would.
Man, if you look up anything about the news, there's literally only, things about Trump. It'll be 20 articles and 19 of them will be about either the Kavanaugh case or something that Trump did.
Really? MLB playoffs are going on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, there's more important things out there right now. The aluminum stock is apparently plunging in the middle of the Kavanaugh and
what's happening?
The aluminum stock is plunging. So Ethan,
aluminum's value?
Yeah, I guess. Why Century Aluminum's company stock is plunging today?
Oh, you're just looking at Twitter?
Mm-mm.
Oh.
Just Google's news.
Okay. Well, Cole.
What's up?
You said something to me about something you thought about talking about on this podcast.
Oh, yeah. Diets.
Right on.
And what makes me bring this up is, I don't know.
I don't know much.
Earlier on, and this is me, I didn't even know it. I called someone because I always thought vegan was just short for vegetarian.
And I had that same.
You guys are so
I had,
dumb.
no,
really?
I had that same belief. I had that same belief for the longest time.
No, okay, do you know it now?
Yeah,
Okay,
they're
so
herbivores.
no, okay, vegetarian are more like lenient about what they can
Yeah,
eat.
vegetarians are herbivores.
They'll eat animal. They can eat animal byproducts. Like some of them will eat eggs, fish. Some of them. No, I don't know about fish. It's pretty much like anything. They'll drink milk. They'll do anything pretty much without eyes. But a vegan is no animal or animal byproduct.
Okay.
So
What experiences you have today, Cole, with this?
all I know about it is it's really hard to get all your vitamins, especially when you're younger. So, like people for our age, it's harder to get all the vitamins that's necessary, like to be like healthy and stuff.
Yeah.
Because it's kind of
So what you're saying
If
is
done right.
you shouldn't do a specific diet this early on as a developing young adult.
I mean, you can.
As a
I know
kid.
there's safe and cheap ways to be vegan. I don't really know
But
them.
you shouldn't do it until you're fully developed. Almost kind of like it's basically like underage drinking.
No,
Yeah.
no.
That could be true.
I don't know about that.
That would take some digging. That's an interesting point.
Yeah, I wish I would have done my
Is
research.
veganism like underage drinking?
Or worse.
Facts.
Yeah.
No.
Or worse.
No, it's
Goodness
not.
gracious.
No.
No,
I-
but Cole, not.
Tell us about your experience today. What brought this into your head?
I was talking to somebody and they said, and I made a remark. That person's a vegetarian. I'm like, oh yeah, you're vegan. And that person's like, no, I'm a vegetarian. I'm like, I'm sorry, because I know that now. But
So
I
you're
make
wrong.
this remark a lot, like maybe, I don't know,
Very often.
not very often, but
And not that, like,
I
somebody
I'd
should correct
replace it
you.
with the word veget. So however much I use the
Okay.
word vegetarian,
You thought it was slow.
and I know vegetarians
True.
or vegans. I'm still in the gray, kind of. I mean byproducts. I don't know.
And you said vegetarians and vegans, and you also brought up the point that maybe it isn't good when you're young and developing. And now that I think about it, I actually know I believe they're vegan. Actually, I'm gonna go with vegetarian. I think they're vegetarian.
Pescatarian.
No.
Do you know what pescatarian
Yeah,
is? Okay.
fish. But they're
They only
vegetarian,
eat fish.
and they're not very tall.
Minecraft, baby.
I'm not very tall. I eat everything.
I know, but this person is vegetarian and isn't very tall.
That could just be genetics.
You're right.
Yeah, it could be.
I mean, a lot of height has to do with genetics.
Or it could be your diet.
That does have a play in it, but I'm not malnourished, so I'm kind of small.
And you also gotta look on the other side of the spectrum, because Max, we were talking, a few months ago we were talking about what's that all meat diet? What's that called?
Oh man,
What was that called?
You should have
Seriously.
talked to me. It's the carnivore diet. You should have
Is
talked
that
to me.
actually what it's called?
Yeah, the carnivore diet. It's this. So, a couple people that have like autoimmune disorders are starting to realize that they are allergic to a lot of things.
The paleo diet.
No, paleo diet is different.
It's not? It's
no,
different?
Paleo diet is like an like raw foods diet, like
Okay.
raw.
No bread, I'm pretty sure. No gluten. Too.
A lot of it has to do with like what our ancestors ate. So like it was basically like whole foods,
Fresh foods, vegetables.
yeah, a lot of
grass-fed
organic
meats.
a lot of organic stuff. I mean that
So,
does help a lot of people though, because it's cutting out a lot of those processed foods
and
that
preservatives and stuff like that.
yeah, that
Right.
a lot of that stuff, especially that's worked in the bread and stuff. It's like the stuff that they use to make yeast rise quicker and stuff like that. Works as an emulsifier in your stomach, and
What does that mean?
so it makes it harder for you to process foods and
Digest?
stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, and it can. That's why some people cut out like breads and stuff, because it's hard on your system. But anyway, the carnivore diet, So a lot of people that are having like these autoimmune disorders are realizing that the only way they can like not react, and the different ways they're reacting goes from like depression into inflammation in their joints to what's that thing that people get in their finger in their wrists?
Yeah.
Not carpal tunnel. But
No, yeah. I know.
Arthritis?
arthritis. They're having like
This is through carnivore diets?
no, that's not. So that's what the people are experiencing before getting on the diet.
Okay.
So there's one woman
The carnivore diet.
yeah, the
Yeah,
carnivore diet.
before-
Keep going.
So this one woman, she had.
Sorry. There was a bug. Sorry.
Okay. So
Okay.
there's one woman that had like terrible depression. Like her dad had always had terrible depression, and then she had terrible arthritis that was so bad that she ended up having to get her ankle replaced, and her ankle replaced a couple times, and like surgery on her hip and stuff. And she started working with her diet to like help manage the symptoms, and she realized like she couldn't eat anything with like citrus or fruit, and then I don't know, she just played around with her diet a lot, and then she really realized like she couldn't eat anything except meat. And once she switched to an all meat diet, her mood got way better, and her arthritis was practically gone. And she's living so much healthier in her like opinion. And a lot of older men are also switching this diet because it's adding like more testosterone to their diet, and they seem to be losing weight from it. And I don't know, I don't know like all the research on it, but it has been showing good effects on some people. It hasn't been around super long for people to know about whether or not their blood or their cholesterol levels are terrible, but a lot of people are losing weight from it as well. It would be really hard though to eat only meat.
Yeah,
like,
it is only meat, right? Like
only meat.
Like their desserts, like the fat from the steak. Or
Yeah,
that's what they enjoy.
So the thing is,
that's the best.
You can eat fat, like straight up fat, and you won't really gain a lot of weight. The reason why you gain weight when you eat fat is because you eat carbs with it as well, and your carbs, they'll burn through that quicker, and they'll use the carbs in your system before they'll use fat. And the whole thing that fat is that is leftover energy that your body hasn't used, and it stores it. So that fat isn't being used, and then the fat is processed and stored in your body. So that like you can eat fat, and it would be a good help. It would be a like fine source of energy for you. But if you eat carbs or if you eat any carbohydrates with it, it's gonna make you fat pretty quicker.
Okay.
That's like when you put butter on bread.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
That's what's it about.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I've never dieted, not once, never in my life.
I wanted to do paleo. I wanted to do the paleo diet.
That's expensive.
Probably,
Yeah,
yeah. I haven't done a whole lot of research onto it.
Any diet would be. I mean, I guess not.
Anything that like kind of goes away from normal society's diet is usually going to be a little more pricey, or you're just going to have to be more careful about where you're picking your foods from. And it takes more work, and that's why a lot of people don't go on diets.
Yeah, it does.
But I don't know, the normal American diet definitely does not seem to be healthy for a lot of people, given
My diet is I eat whatever, wherever, whenever.
And Cole is not fat, but he works out a lot. So yeah.
And that's good. Well,
But these diets, so what or at least what you're saying, Master, are these diets, they're not, any diet isn't good for kids.
No, I'm not saying that. There's diets that are good for people.
There's diets that aren't good for, especially developing.
But if they're not getting the right nutrients, if they're not doing supplements and stuff, then yeah, it's not
Yeah.
good. But it's hard to get those supplements if you don't know what you're doing. So a lot
If
of
you're
people
taking supplements, then you're not even really doing the diet.
You're not getting the right.
No,
you're
it's
not.
not-
You're not
The
doing the diet.
Well, the supplement.
Yeah, I only eat vegetables, but I also take all these supplements.
Well,
I know
the supplements are for the nutrients that your body needs to be able to live. And the lot of reason why people switch to vegetarian or veganism is to fill a more like not pathological, the more emotional need. Also, it's
Emotional need?
yeah.
For
It's
what?
also
So wait,
because
wait,
for
wait.
animals and stuff. They don't
Oh,
want to kill animals. Why not
Okay.
many people switch to vegetarian or veganism for pure?
I don't know. I don't know the
I don't
numbers.
know, yeah.
I'm not a statistics guy, but I don't know. Have you guys seen videos of inside those meat shops? And
Oh
those,
yeah, it's horrible.
I mean, it's bad.
Yeah, it's
I
horrible.
mean, I've seen.
I watched.
Yeah, no.
You showed me actually.
Yeah.
The documentary on Netflix.
What's it called? Earthlings? I think it's called Earthlings. It's pretty
Really?
crazy.
Mhm.
I
Yeah,
haven't seen it.
It's where,
It's horrible.
I mean, you just really see the raw gruesome.
I mean,
you know,
they
what's
just
in
they
it.
just toss them around in pits.
They
chop
do.
them up in huge grinders.
They do. I mean, I see them. They're hanging hogs.
Yeah.
Sorry for some of our, I don't know. I don't want to call you.
Sensitive-
Sorry if this is a little,
sensitive, explicit content.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But
Just how it is. Just
But
the way it
there-
is.
yeah.
I see him. I saw it in the documentary. They're hanging hogs up, with slit throats, cows
Yeah.
too,
They-
by their ankles.
Oh yeah,
So-
they slit their
Well,
throats.
they-
They let them drain.
What they do
Yeah.
for chickens is they hang them up alive, and then
Oh,
it
yeah.
goes down a conveyor belt, and then there's a knife hanging.
Oh,
and then
yeah.
as
It
it
is.
goes by, it slits the throat of the.
No, and I'm
animal.
pretty sure before that they skin them alive.
Yeah, I've
Peel
skin
the
skinning
feathers.
pigs. Yeah, and they
Really?
they skin
Skin
pigs too.
animals,
Yeah,
I wonder
alive.
If, I wonder if they do that for bleeding rate. I don't know. That's crazy. I know
Tyson,
for
Tyson. The
yeah,
big
I know
meat
for
people.
chickens they throw out any male chickens they usually throw out because
Yeah.
they're not really necessary for their production. So they just put them in a grinder and
Yeah, I
throw 'em
don't.
away.
I don't like. I try not to get Tyson meat anymore these days. Not because of what I've seen, but it just doesn't taste good.
Yeah, suffering usually doesn't
And I
taste
feel
good.
like it just doesn't taste good. I've
I
seen
don't know what's Tyson meat.
Tyson like
Tyson's a brand of
like
chicken.
Tyson make.
They
Oh,
make
like
the
the-
chicken.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean, I just
I
see
eat it
videos of
all.
their workers, just throwing chickens around, stomping
I
on
eat
their
it all.
heads, stuff like that. I don't know. I just think that's kind of silly. If you're gonna kill it,
They're
just
they're
kill
doing
it.
it for cost-effective reasons.
No, yeah.
But it's unethical. It's like very unethical.
No, no.
And I
I'm,
think
I,
they-
no,
I
I'm
think
talking
they've-
about
they've-
these workers are stomping on their heads for fun, for sport.
Yeah, there are.
I
I mean-
haven't seen the videos. But
Yeah, it's
I'm sure that's sick.
No, yeah.
it's
I think they also did stuff on like shelters or pounds or whatever.
oh yeah.
Then they abuse cats or whatnot.
Who does that?
I don't know. It was on that Netflix documentary. Like whoever animals control or whatever.
I haven't looked at it.
It's something to watch, maybe, It'll kind of open your eyes. But, I guess it is what it is.
Yeah.
People eat.
I mean, I think culture and the society's opinion is definitely switching around. Like they're more aware of where we're getting our food from. That's making more people, like you said, I'm not going to buy food from Tyson as much, even though it's more from preference. But people are stopping supporting these companies because they don't ethically believe in what they're doing. And whether or not it's cheaper is important. Like it is important to a lot of people, but because like
sometimes it's all they can afford.
yeah, sometimes it's all you can afford, and you can't really. It's hard to really worry about something that doesn't really directly affect you. But I don't know. For people that are able to worry about it or take time out of their day to figure out where their food is coming from, then a lot of people are pushing away from these companies.
Right. I just think, I don't know. It's just interesting to me. Like, what's that organization called? PETA?
PETA? I don't like PETA.
I'm gonna
come
Oh,
out.
PETA?
I'm gonna come out.
Yeah, I don't like PETA either.
I'm gonna come out and say that. I don't like PETA that
I hear
much.
they're pretty radical.
They are.
Oh.
Didn't they say stop making animal crackers because they're like in the
Yeah, okay.
animals?
I did see
Okay, so
Some crazy like
honestly,
these guys are insane.
I believe some of the things they do is just to get attention to their cause, but PETA's basic like belief system is that humans should not have any control over animals. That includes pets and taking fur coats, anything that involves taking an animal's life or using it for our own needs. They're very against.
And that's ridiculous.
So, and like I'll have to look up the exact statistics, but a lot of animals that go into PETA's into their pounds and stuff are killed. Like high rate of they kill a high rate of their animals, and that's because their belief is they don't want to have control of these animals and keep them confined, and you can't really just release a bunch of these animals, so they just have to like kill them or sterilize them in some way.
That doesn't make any sense if they're trying to protect animals or
Yeah, I mean,
give animals a good life. If they're just getting them and putting them down.
This is animal cracker news new because I type in PETA animal and that's like the first 3 results.
I don't know, maybe a month or two ago.
Shelters kill rate. Yeah, they are.
I mean,
I'm
you
gonna
got
say
people.
PETA.
You got people saying. I mean, it looks like this is just a conspiracy.
Yeah.
They're capturing and killing animals.
So yeah, no, they're calling.
I mean, these guys are sick as far as I'm concerned.
PETA calls it mercy
just-
killings.
Mercy killings?
Mercy killings.
No.
It's their perspective, but I
Well, what
definitely
was the
don't agree
reason for
with
that
it.
again?
They at PETA's shelters, most animals are put down. PETA calls them mercy killings.
Why?
Because they don't want to. Because the confining an animal is immoral in their opinion.
Then let it go.
Why don't they stop spending money
if
on,
they start
you know,
releasing animals, we'll have wild dogs.
pounds?
And stuff, and
Stop
that's a
spending
bigger
money on
problem.
pounds and start spending money on fields to let these animals live in. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's yeah. I mean, that would be. The
And
amount
you
of
say
cost-effective space would be difficult for that, but
you say they don't believe in using any type of animal byproducts or anything. Like, I mean,
a lot of their members are vegan.
I cannot, honestly, I cannot believe that if what you're saying is true, that none of them have ever worn a wool.
A lot of
anything.
them, a lot of them don't wear wool stuff.
There's
They
no
don't
way.
wear they'll avoid fur coats. I think they've splashed animal blood on people that were wearing full fur coats.
These guys sound like a cult.
I mean, a lot of things like that are like tribalism kind of breeds cult-like behavior.
I mean, that's sick. I mean, I'm not.
When I say tribalism, I'm saying like people that stay in their own group and kind of just only listen to them. That way they fuel their own belief system from it. So a lot of these people are not really talking to outside opinions or not listening to outside opinions. I want to look that up, though. I don't want to say that without having evidence.
I don't know.
Yep. PETA says sorry for taking girl's pet chihuahua and putting it down.
Oh.
How many times does that happen? You know what I'm saying?
These guys are so screwed up. These guys sound so screwed up. I mean, these are headlines, but if a fraction of this stuff is true, then
Okay. It's the watch. Okay, so the video is angry PETA protesters strip off and drench themselves in blood. I think they're.
And I get it if you want to.
Okay, so in the video,
advocate for
this
something.
video I'm watching, they're all naked and standing in the middle of a city.
well, no, Max, don't watch.
And
Our
their
viewers aren't able to see
I know
the video.
the
Hopefully they will be
if you
able to
want
see it
to look it up, you just look up from Daily Star. Angry PETA protesters strip off and drench themselves in blood. But I guess their way of protesting the mistreatment of animals is doing this. That's pretty crazy, though, it seems. There's a lot of people there, too. So they have a lot. I'm sure they have a good amount of support. I mean,
I hope not. I'd hope not.
To be fair, a lot of people want the.
Want to be covered in blood?
No, the kind treatment of animals. They want to see animals ethically treated, but
Well,
yeah,
PETA just doesn't want us to even mess with animals. By the sounds of it,
It sounds like they don't.
they don't want
us to even
animals
look at
used-
animals.
used for any personal gain for humans.
I hear a lot of their
I mean, we've been
replies
using animals since
for almost.
what, Mesopotamia?
Well, the thing is,
Early then?
Something like that.
their belief is that animals are on the same level as us.
And that's not true.
Well,
I love animals. I love my cat. I love him to death. I wouldn't let anything happen to him. However, my cat has never scooped up his own poop. So
Therefore,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, he shouldn't get keys to the house. I wouldn't say animals are on the same level as us. I mean, do I think they're intelligent animals? Yes. Dolphins, elephants, I think.
Killer whales are pretty intelligent.
Yeah.
Those are crazy.
Have you seen? Well, that's a different story, but they're intelligent. I think they should be treated with respect. But I wouldn't say. I've never seen.
What's your guys' opinions on
SeaWorld?
Yeah, SeaWorld.
I hate
my
SeaWorld.
God.
Hey, SeaWorld, if you're listening to this, screw you. Screw you.
One more time for the people in back.
Screw you!
Yeah! I don't like zoos either, to be for real.
Yeah, I mean.
No, zoos are.
I don't like okay. A lot of people I don't even like going to a zoo for real. It's not that fun ever, and
I mean,
it's just
it
a
is
bunch
what
of
it is.
sad animals a lot of the time.
Yeah, it is sad animals. I mean, I'm looking at them and
A lot of
they
them are
don't
just
want to
like
be there. Elephant
Well,
doesn't
they
want to be in there. That little area they put them in.
there's so many like African animals that are like in the dead. We're in Kansas City, so it becomes the dead of winter every once in a while.
And polar bears
And
in the
then-
summer.
Yeah, it's just not comfortable for these animals, and I mean, the space we give them is barely a fraction of what they're used to.
Yeah, I know.
The elephant like pins are not very much bigger than this room. Like this is a pretty good sized room, but not very big.
No,
Not very big.
I see what you're
I
saying.
mean, I don't mind going to the zoo because I see things I've never seen before.
Yeah, that is their argument, that they're being educational by showing animals that.
I think they
aren't usually
should take us there. I think there's. I've never looked actually, but
That's
I don't think there's a
cost-effective.
tour of Antarctica where I can go see some polar bears.
How many animals live in
Do you think Hammurabi
Antarctica?
wanted to be killed?
How many animals?
Harambe?
Yeah, Harambe. Is
Yeah,
that
I don't
his
think
name?
he did.
Harambe?
Yeah, I don't think he
You
did.
guys remember Harambe? You remember Harambe, Max?
Who
He
doesn't
was
know?
killed. They probably snatched him, or maybe he was born into the system. He never knew anything else.
No, it was a gorilla, and I'm pretty sure a lady fell in, right? And then
Or someone's kid fell in because they weren't
Yeah, some
responsible.
kid.
I think they
fell
jumped in or something.
No, some kid. I don't really remember, but some kid fell in. And
Was that the Omaha Zoo?
Yeah.
Something like that.
Some kid fell in, and then
No, it was like
No.
Cincinnati or
I
something.
don't know.
Yeah, you might be right.
Yeah, but then the gorilla began grabbed the boy.
Yeah, and it was. I saw a video. I think it was yanking him around a little bit, and I mean, it could have killed him.
It's a gorilla. What
But-
do you expect?
I don't know. I feel like shouldn't they have strong enough tranquilizers to
Yeah.
down him? You know.
The reason why they didn't do that, from what I remember, is because if you shoot something with a tranquilizer, they'll get angry, or it won't work right away. Because if you hit something with a tranquilizer, it doesn't instantly knock them out. So it'll take a couple minutes. It could take a couple minutes, or it could just agitate it, and then it could end up killing the kid. So they just decided to shoot it in that situation. So a lot of the blame was just going towards the mom itself, because, I mean, the zoo didn't really have that much of a choice other than letting the kid.
Should have gone to
Get
the
killed.
zoo. Blame should have gone to the zoo. I put the blame on the zoo.
Yeah.
You know,
I don't know.
you're supposed to be providing a safe
definitely should be watching your
spectator
kid.
space. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and they shouldn't have an ability
shouldn't
for a
be-
kid.
Yeah, for
to get
someone
in.
to that's on the zoo's part. You shouldn't have,
Like any
the
chance for
option
a
to jump
kid.
in.
True.
I've seen there's videos out there of a guy jumping in a lion's den
Yeah, I've seen those.
for like
A lot of stuff happens in China. In Chinese zoos.
Yes.
No, I've seen a lot of
Yes, I've seen a
videos.
lot of videos too.
In Chinese zoos.
Or I don't really call them Chinese, but foreign. Definitely, Eastern, Far Eastern.
Yeah, Far East.
Yeah.
I don't know.
What kind of videos
Maybe
have you
it's a
seen?
petting zoo. Maybe it's
That's their
just a
problem.
big petting zoo that's under control.
I don't know. Yeah, but I really don't like SeaWorld.
I don't like SeaWorld either.
What's some of the things they do?
I mean,
They
you know how big a orca is? A killer whale. You know how big those things are?
It's big.
I mean, they're no joke. I mean, you can't. It would cost billions of dollars to build a tank that could do it
Adequate?
justice. Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, these guys go across oceans. You know what I mean? And so they keep him in this little tank, basically like a fishbowl, right? A closet to them, right?
It just makes them so depressed.
Yeah, and they, try to train him, move him around for show.
Yeah, they do train them. That's kind of they're intelligent animals. It's kind of gross that we're just like
They're very emotional too.
do a flip or whatever. Yeah, they are emotional.
Very much. And what happens when they're capturing them is they corner a pod. So it's not just one of them; it's the whole family, and they cast big old nets. And I think some of them get stuck in the net, and they end up having to just kill them.
So, but in
Just kill the ones that don't
SeaWorld, they're no longer keeping orcas. The orcas they have right now, they are gonna let die in captivity because if they go out in the wild, they're not gonna be able to survive anyway. So they're letting them live out their lives in captivity, and the orca program at SeaWorld is done with.
I don't know, and is that at all SeaWorlds? 'Cause I'm pretty sure it's only at 2 of them.
I don't know. I think it is at all of them, because
I hope so.
what they had a program installed that they would take sample or they would try reproducing orcas, so they would have to get like sperm samples and stuff. So they stopped doing that completely, and they're not trying to reproduce orcas anymore, and they're just gonna let them die basically in captivity. Which is going to drive down the business of
It's too
SeaWorld
bad.
a
Yeah,
lot.
good.
But
Good.
I think the
Good.
business of SeaWorld died down pretty a good amount once Blackfish, which is the movie that like outed a bunch of SeaWorld's practices with
Probably went
orcas.
down quite a bit when that orca killed that trainer.
Yeah, that's what was played in the movie.
Yeah.
But
Oh really? Or
Yeah.
kill the trainer?
And I really feel
When did that
bad. I
happen?
really feel bad
it
for that trainer.
happened probably like 10 years ago or something.
Oh yeah.
But
Yeah, I think the orca's name was like Floppy. It had a floppy fin on top, and it. I mean,
Trainer was just doing what he was told.
I
it
think
was a she. Yeah.
She's just
Oh,
trying,
that'd be so scary to be
just
killed
trying
by
to make ends
orca.
meet.
Yeah.
I think it played with it. It played with the trainer before it killed it.
Yeah.
Like played with her body.
Yeah, I think so.
That's
It's sad.
that'd be scary. You're just chilling with your orca buddy that you think are cool. You know, they're cool. And all of a sudden they,
Yeah, I mean,
because they have to
had
get.
animals in that tank, or a tank even smaller, for how long? You know, how cool can they be? You know what I mean? I don't know. It's just interesting to me that. It's.
Yeah, you definitely are getting a dumbed down version of the actual animal by putting it in a confining space like that where it can't really learn its like natural thing. So it's not like what you're seeing isn't like a natural orca. You're seeing an orca that's put in a small fishbowl and how it acts in a small fishbowl. You're not really seeing how an orca actually behaves in normal areas.
Right. All right. So, well, Cole, do you have anything?
No,
Anything else to
I've
say?
got nothing.
Max, you've been talking a lot, so I wanted to ask you. I think this is it for Jeepers Podcast episode 2.
Thank you for listening.
Yep, I'm Ethan.
I'm Max.
Cole.
Catch you next week with episode 3. See you guys.